Hello. Good day to everyone. Let's continue our discussion sa pag-solve ng moment of inertia. This will be perhaps the last example we will be solving. I hope na after this ay maintindihan na natin paano mag-solve ng moment of inertia. Okay, so alright, let's continue. Determine the moments of inertia of the area shown about the centroidal x and y axis. So, yeah, this would be our area. Okay, so centroidal x axis. So, about the centroidal x and y axis. So, we need to solve for the location of the centroid first, yung centroid ng shape na ito. So, meron siyang hollow sa gitna. Yan. Gitna, hindi naman sa gitna, dito. O sometimes may mga ganitong beams, may mga box type na girders, beams, usually sa mga bridges. And even sa mga ibang mga buildings, may mga butas dito sa may gitna. Daanan kasi yan ng mga pipes, ganon, wires, depende kung anong pwedeng ilagay dito. Okay? So, yan, pwedeng ganito yung cross section ng beam natin or yung mga structural elements natin. Okay? So, we need to identify muna kung nasaan yung centroid natin. Okay, so siguro gawa na lang tayo ng i-divide natin ito sa regular shape. So though ito na lang, gawin natin itong buong rectangle, ito minus itong hollow. Ito lang gawin natin sa pag-solve ng centroid, tapos yung moment of inertia, ganun din. So we have to identify yung centroid. Wait lang. So ito yung center nitong maliit na rectangle. Ito yung hollow part. Okay, so let's say C1 na lang yung center ng buong rectangle, including itong hollow part. Maybe it's somewhere here. C1 and C2 itong center ng itong maliit na rectangle, yung hollow na part. And then yung center ng buong shape na yan, okay, excluding yung hollow na, so minus this one. Saan kaya na part yan? Maybe it's somewhere here. We will see later on. Ito yung C ng buong section. So that yung location, maybe we can, ito na lang, yung base na lang niya ang kwan natin. Ang reference axis natin sa pag-locate ng center. Okay. So yung distance ng center from the base, let's say y bar. Okay. And distance ng center from dito na lang. X bar. So distance ng center, location ng center from the base, y bar. Location ng center from this axis is x bar. Okay, so pwede naman dito yung reference axis ninyo for y bar, pwede rin naman dito yung reference axis niyo for x bar. Kahit saan. Pwede. Basta alam natin kung saan yung center ng cross section natin. Alright? So, let's do it. So, let's solve muna yung x bar. Okay lang? X bar. So, x bar. So, total area times x bar is equal to summation of yung dalawa lang naman ang area kinu-consider natin, yung malaking rectangle tapos yung hollow part na rectangle. Area times x. Again, yung x ay distance from yung center center na ngayon ng shape to the reference axis. So, ang total area natin, total area, ito, yung malaking rectangle, that is 2.1 plus 2 plus 0.9. So, ilan yun? 5. So, 5 inches times itong height niya. Ilan yung height? So, 1.2 plus 5 plus 1.8. So, that is 8 inches. Yan yung buong area niya. Now, alisin natin tong part na yan. So, minus. Okay, ganito. 2 times 5. Okay. So, ito na yung total area. So, buong area ng rectangle minus yung hollow times x bar is equal to area 1 natin, itong buong rectangle. So, that is 5 times 8 times yung center niya papunta doon sa may axis dito. Okay, reference axis natin for x bar. C1 to this. So, ilan yan? So, kanina ito ay 5 inches yan, ano? 5 inches. So, this is, ilan yun? That's 2.5, no? Kalahati. So, 2.5 inches. Okay? Minus. So, minus ito naman. 2 times 5, yung area nito, 2 times 5. Times yung center naman niya, C2 from itong axis na, reference axis natin. So, ilan yun? C2 natin. C2 to this axis, reference axis. Okay? Okay, so 2 inches ito. Ibig sabihin, kalahati niyan is 1 inch plus 0.9. Punta dito. So, that is 1.9 inches. Okay? So, x bar is equal to, that's the x coordinate of the centroid of the shape. X bar is 2.7 inches. Okay. So, from this point. Okay. So, hindi nandito. Somewhere here. Yung x bar natin, somewhere here. Hindi siya lagpas dito. Kasi 0.9 ito, no? And then 2 inches ito. So, maybe it's somewhere here. Hindi siya lumagpas dito. Okay. Ayan. So, x bar. Next, solve naman natin y bar. Ganun din. Total area times y bar is equal to summation of area, then y. Okay. Total area natin. So, 5 times 8 minus 2 times 5 y bar is equal to, ngayon naman, ang reference naman natin axis ay ito. Okay. So, C1 to this. Okay. So, area 1 is 5 times 8 times C1 to yung reference axis natin sa may base. So, ilan yan? So, we have 1.2 plus 5 plus 1.8. That is 8 divided by 2 is 4. So, 4 inches. Okay. Ito. And then, minus, ito, 2 times 5 times C2, papunta dito. So, we know that this is 5 inches. That's 2. So, kalahati nun is 2.5. So, 5 inches yan, no? Half is 2.5 plus 1.8. Then yun. So, that is 4.3, no? So, y bar natin is equivalent to, okay, y bar is 3.9 inches. Okay? So, solve na tayo. Meron na tayong location ng x bar and y bar. Okay. Okay. Let us solve now for the centroidal moment of inertia. Okay. about the centroidal x-axis. So IXO muna ang solve natin. Okay lang ba? Okay, so as you have noticed, so andito yung ating axis. Ito yung axis natin. XO, YO. Okay. Kung tingnan nyo, hindi sila magkaka-align. Yung centroid ng buong structure section ay iba yung location, iba rin yung location ng C1 and then C2. Hindi sila magkaka-align, which means we have to transfer, no? So ang gawin natin, moment of inertia ng buo, ilipat natin siya dito sa may C, sa may XO axis. And then minus moment of inertia nito na ililipat natin dito sa may centroidal x-axis. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. So, IXO is equal to IXO1, okay, plus A1 D1 squared. Okay. Minus, so i-transfer natin na transfer formula or yung parallel axis theorem. So ito, i-transfer natin siya dito. Minus, of course, itong moment of inertia nito about x, centroidal x-axis. IXO2 plus A2 D2 squared. So yan yung aking working equation. So IXO then is equal to, ano yung IXO1 natin ito? So BH cube all over 12. So base natin is ito, that's 5. P. Height natin ito, which is 8 all over 12. Plus A1, area natin is 5 times 8. D1 squared. Ano ulit yung D1? Distance between C1 and C. Ito ay yung vertical distance natin. Okay. Distance between C1 and C. So, ilan yan? Yung distance na yan. We know that C1 is 4 inches ito. Kasi 8 inches ito yung buo, ano? 8 inches yan. So, 4 yan minus Y bar, which is 3.9. So, 4 minus 3.9 is obviously 0.1. Okay? Ayan, 0.1. So, yung saan galing yun, ha? 4, ito. 4. Itong C1 to this one is 4 inches. And Y bar is 3.9. So, the difference between the two, yan yung distance na. Okay? So, yan na. Minus IXO 2. Ito naman. So, base natin is 2 inches. 2, BH is 5 cube all over 12 times, times tuloy, plus A2 D2 squared. A2. 2 times 5, ano naman yung D2? Distance between C2 and C. Distance between C2 and C. So, how do you solve for the distance between C2 and C? Ayan, yung difference nila. Okay? So, we know that this is, so 5 yan, half yan is 2.5 plus 1.8 minus Y bar. Okay? So, ganun yun. So, 2.5, ito, plus 1.8, okay, minus yung Y bar na 3.9. So, that is 0.4 inches. Okay? And, so, yan na yung IXO natin. I hope na malinaw yung magkaka-discuss dyan. So, IXO is equal to, I'm sorry, dapat pala squared ito na. Nakalimutan ko. Yung madalas yung makalimutan noon kahit ng estudyante ako. Okay. Squared ito yung D natin. Squared. Yan. Kaya minsan nagkakamali. Sa design, pag nagkamali ka na ng computation ng moment of inertia, yung siyempre yung succeeding computations mo ay mali na, yung pag-compute ng stresses, so mali na yung mga yun. So yung very important na very careful tayo sa pag solve ng ating mga values. Okay? So IXO is equal to 191.3 inches to the fourth. Okay? So 191.3 inches to the fourth yung ating IXO. Okay? Yan. So again, yung sagot doon sa yung sagot doon dito, sorry ipaki-kuan na lang ito. Hindi po yan ang tamang sagot. Iba po yung nakopya ko na sagot doon sa may libro. Okay. So hindi po yan. Ito po ang tamang sagot. Okay, 191.3 inches to the fourth. IXO. Alright? Okay. You may check dun sa libro ni Beer if you have a copy. I don't know if available yan sa internet. Beer, 2010. Beer and Johnston ba? Kalimutan ko na. Anong... Yan. So, next, solve for IYO naman. So, the same procedure. Same pa rin. Same. Since hindi sa IYO, so take note sa YO natin, sa axis, centroidal y-axis natin, hindi ulit magkaka-align yung C1, C2, and C. So, dapat i-transfer ulit natin C1 to this one minus ito to this one. Okay? So, let's do that. So, IYO is equal to IYO1 plus A1 D1 squared minus IYO2 plus A2 D2 squared. Okay. Ayan. So, what is IYO1? Okay. So, ngayon naman sa may vertical axis tayo. Centroidal vertical axis. Baliktarin lang natin naman to, di ba? Pag sa rectangle, baliktarin lang. Yung base ang i-cube natin. So, B cube H all over 12. So, we have 5 cube times 8 all over 12 plus AD1 squared. So, 5 times 8 times... Ngayon, ang D1 natin, hindi 0.1 Iba na ngayon. Kasi, C1 to this point. So, horizontal naman yung measurement natin. C1 to C, horizontally. Okay, C1 to C. So, we know that C1 is, so kung 5 ito, 5 inches yan, 2.5 siya dito. Tapos, 2.7 naman yung x-bar natin. Which means na, so itong x bar is 2.7. So ang difference nila is 2.7 minus 2.5. Yan yung distance between C1 and C. So ilan yun? 2.7 minus 2.5. So obviously that is 0.2. Okay. Squared. Yan. Alright. Minus. Ito naman. Balik ulit natin. B cube H all over 12. So, 2 cube times 5 all over 12 plus A2 is 2 times 5. Ngayon, distance naman between C2 and C. Ilang distance yan? C2 and C. So, we know that C2 is, ito from our axis dito. Dito na axis natin. So, that is 1 inch, 1, okay, plus 0.9. So, 1.9 ito. And ang x bar natin is 2.7. So, 2.7 minus 1.9. So, 2.7 ito minus 1.9. Yan yung distance between C2 and C. So that is 0.8. Squared. Okay? So IYO is equal to, okay, so that is 75.2. So 75.2 inches to the fourth. Okay, so yun na yung IYO natin. So centroidal moment of inertia, moment of inertia about the centroidal x-axis, moment of inertia about the centroidal y-axis. Okay, so ganoon lang kasimple yung pag-determine ng moment of inertia. Basta alam lang natin yung centroidal moment of inertia, tapos yung parallel axis theorem or the transfer formula. Okay, I hope na maliwanag lahat na. Medyo marami naman tayong examples, no? Pati dun sa module meron din mga examples doon. Okay? Ayan. So, yeah, that's it. That's the end.